To lay the foundation, I'm from East Africa in a country called Burundi, but I will be speaking mainly in terms of the whole of East Africa because for many of the countries we share similar ways of living as well as similar climates. Also, it was pretty hard for me to find any relevant information on the topic for my country. You have to know that Africa relies a lot on its diverse ecosystem to provide water, shelter, food for its community, according to a 2006 article on climate change impact on East Africa by WWF, which also stands for Worldwide Funds for Nature. There's no doubt climate change is real and happening right now. A 2006 book titled Surface Temperature Reconstruction for the Last 2000 Years by the National Research Council confirms that the last few decades of the 20th century were in fact the warmest over the past 400 years. General circulation models project warming across Africa to range from 0.2 to 0.5 degrees Celsius per decade. Precipitation patterns in East Africa are more variable, but historical records indicate an increase in rainfall over the last century. We are already subject to climate variability and extremes, including droughts, floods, which in some cases have resulted in severe economic and social implications, according to USAID in an article titled Climate Change Adaptation in East Africa. Climate change of this magnitude will have far-reaching negative impacts for the availability of water resources, of food and agriculture, security, human health, tourism, coastal development, and biodiversity, according to Worldwide Funds for Nature. The general consensus that sub-Saharan Africa is the most vulnerable region to climate change is then confirmed because that region heavily relies on rain-fed agriculture, which is highly sensitive to climate and weather variables. And also, that region has a low capacity for adaptation, according to a 2011 article on climate change and variability in sub-Saharan Africa by Joris Potier.